Hello, Nokomis neighbors. Nate Lansing here. Wanted to do a quick video, kind of give you my outlook on what may happen in the housing market in 2019. There's been a lot of speculation out there from, I don't know, people on YouTube and who knows where that we're looking at a housing bubble and we're going to see a bubble burst here anytime soon. There's also talk of a national recession. So, kind of wanted to talk about those things and write down a few factors for you to keep an eye on as we move into 2019. First thing I wrote down is inventory. In 2018 and the previous years before that, we've gone through a historically low inventory problem, really. But in the end of 2018, we've seen inventory jump quite a bit, and we are now at the highest level of inventory that we have seen in the Nokomis area since 2015. So that's something to really keep an eye on to see whether that trend will continue. Low inventory was really a big part of the driver of the crazy sellers market of the early spring in 2018. No houses on the market, so everything was selling in a weekend for over asking with multiple offers. So we'll have to see how that continues. Predictions are out there that inventory is going to continue to increase. Another thing to keep an eye on is mortgage rates. I've seen predictions that we may see mortgage rates anywhere from 5.5% to 6% in 2019. Good news is that we hit a peak of 5% in November of 2018, and we have dropped over the past couple of months. We are back down to 4.5%. So that's good news for both buyers and sellers. 4.5% is the rate that we were seeing early in 2018 during the crazy buying period. So having it down at that rate is good news. Mortgage rates are really going to have an effect on what happens in the following year. If they spike, we may see the market slow down quite a bit. But so far, they're staying pretty steady and we're not seeing crazy jumps. So that's good news. We'll have to watch how the national economy goes, as well as if we see any more interest rate hikes and so on. So something to keep an eye on. Prices. 2018 saw a big jump in prices. We were up 7.8% in the Nokomis area. Predictions are with higher interest rates, as well as more inventory, we're going to see prices kind of level off, something more in the 3 to 4% increase range. We'll have to keep an eye on how that goes. It's really dependent on what happens with inventory as well as mortgage rates. Overall, the national economy is strong, but how long that will continue, we don't really know, and there's so much uncertainty out there with the economy as well as politically that it's just hard to know where we'll be 6 months from now. So those are three important factors to keep an eye on as we go into 2019. What does this mean? Well, if you're a seller, the days of selling your house for $30,000 over asking in the first weekend are probably over. We're entering a more normal market where houses are still going to sell, but prices are going to moderate, as well as it may take a little longer to sell your house. Good news for sellers is that if you're also trying to buy at the same time, the chances of you being homeless is a lot lower. You'll have more time to make that transition as opposed to in 2018 where your house would sell too fast and you end up homeless. So that's good news for sellers in 2019. If you're a buyer, good news is there should be a lot more inventory for you to look at in the coming months. Mortgage rates are still low, so that's also something that is good news. So I've been telling all my clients, whether they're buying or selling, that to make their moves as early in 2019 as possible. With so much uncertainty about where we're going to be 6 months from now as far as mortgage rates and economy-wise, now is the time to take advantage if you're a seller of the lowest inventory and the lowest mortgage rates for buyers, and same for buyers, the lower mortgage rates and a little bit increased inventory. So now is really the time to get moving, because we don't know where we'll be 6 months from now. So that's kind of a summary of the outlook for the Nokomis area housing market for 2019. As always, if you have any questions at all where you're thinking about buying or selling or renting or renovating or anything, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you in any way I can. Thanks again for watching the video, and I will be back soon with some more updates. Thanks, everyone. I hope to see you around the neighborhood in 2019.